What's up, Jamers? It's the One Jame, and today we are playing Mono White Midrange. This is kind of off the beaten path of what you're probably used to, but this went 6-0 in a recent MTG Melee tournament, and I wanted to show it off for you all to see. This is a mid-range deck that has some control elements to it, has a lot of ways to interact, and also has a lot of ways to recur your stuff back and draw a bunch of cards. So let's go over it. We have some removal spells. We have Destroy Evil, Fateful Absence, Banishing Slash, which destroys one artifact, enchantment, or tapped creature, and if you control an artifact and an enchantment, which we will a lot of the times, with Reckoner Bankbuster, Unlicensed Hearse, and cards like Wedding Announcement as the enchantment, we'll be able to get this off to make a 2/2 white samurai creature token with Vigilance as well. So very versatile card. 4 Reckoner Bankbuster, 1 Unlicensed Hearse, 3 March of Otherworldly Light. We have Anointed Peacekeeper in here as well, 4 copies of Restoration of Eiganjo, 4 copies of Wedding Announcement, 2 copies of Serra Paragon to bring our stuff back, 4 Wandering Emperor, 3 Ao the Dawn Sky, 1 Sanctuary Warden, and 1 Vanquish the Horde. We have some lands here that we can get back out of the graveyard with Serra Paragon, Brokers Hideout. We have Cabaretti Courtyard and Obscura Storefront. We have 16 Plains here under my face, 2 Eiganjos for 18 white mana sources. And we also have 4 copies of Roadside Reliquary, which can pay 2 mana, tap it, and sacrifice it to draw a card if you control an artifact, and you also draw a card if you control an enchantment. So if you see an artifact and enchantment theme here, that's what we're going for. We will be able to draw 2 cards off of this card most times. We're going to be able to draw 1 card if we have a Wedding Announcement, and 1 card if we have Bankbuster or Unlicensed Hearse. So anyways, this was played in best of 3, but we will be playing it in best of 3 for you folks as well today. We have Pithing Needle, we have Destroy Evil, Fleeting Spirit, Temporary Lockdown, Anointed Peacekeeper, another Serra Paragon, a Farewell, and another Vanquish the Horde. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to like the video if you want to reach this video to more people. And also subscribe to the channel if you're either new here or you want to see more standard best of 3 content like this. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the matches, and it all starts right now. Mono black, you say? Well, this can't be good for us. We might have to do this just to not die. Because turn 2 Underdog, turn 3 Trespassers, a lot of damage. Well, that takes our Restoration. And they're going to exile it with Graveyard Trespasser, unfortunately. Alright, their hand's really freaking good. Main deck Duress. Let's try not to die. Well, Emperor's pretty good. But honestly, I think I want to play Serra Paragon. Because if they go to kill this, I can recruit with Bankbuster and block anyway. They're more than likely going to have like Infernal Grasp or something. They have a Cut Down and a Blood Tithe Harvester that they discarded. That's interesting. It's interesting they're playing Roadside Reliquary and a Blood Tithe Harvester, because if Roadside Reliquary is one of the first 2 lands in their hand, they can't actually cast Blood Tithe, which is interesting. Probably not something I would play in a deck that has a kind of mana hungry card like Blood Tithe Harvester. And by mana hungry, I mean like you can't cast it using any colorless lands. It's all right, we let opponents do what they want to do. All right, let's go ahead and crew with this. Because if they kill Bankbuster, I can just cast it back out of the graveyard eventually anyway. Oh wow, they did it just to draw a card? Deal. They must have a bunch of lands in hand? Now I get to cast AO. Alright, well this is working out for us. Now the only thing we have to watch out for is a second copy of Bloodtithe Harvester. Alright, here we go. Next turn they can start copying it, but they can't kill our AO and Serra Paragon anyway because we have Wedding Festivity in play. So now the only thing we really have to care about is they're going to draw 2 cards off this. The only thing we have to care about is them like drawing Invoke Despair, but since they have multiple basic mountains, I don't think they're actually playing that card. Sanctuary Warden. I think I want to go ahead and attack all here. Because if they block with Trespasser, we can just Wandering Emperor. And they might have a cut down.
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa, and I will...
But if they do, I think that's okay. I don't think they can kill me, so... And they kind of have to go after Wandering Emperor. Ooh, they're sacrificing a blood token. That works out well for us. That means they can't kill anything with Bloodtithe Harvester even if I block. It's weird how they're like flooding after they discarded 2 spells. So I guess they just discarded 2 spells, wanting to draw better cards, but drew all lands instead. And they are dead if they can't remove our board. And they can't kill us. Rachel, Maddo, thank you for the sub with Prime.
My Bezos bucks.
I will take your Bezo box. Okay, they had another Bloodtithe Harvester. That's fair. Another one makes sense. They still can't kill anything. But if they have another cut down, they can use Bloodtithe and then cut down. So in response to the -4/-4, I'm actually going to crew this. Because I can't crew it while it has 2 power. So I'll crew it now instead. So they can kill the AO with the Bloodtithe since they have two Bloodtithes technically. But if they kill the AO, that's fine with me anyway. Because it gets value. Let's go ahead and look at the top 7. Let's get something of value, please. That's a straight up whiff. Yikes. That's fine, that's fine. Peacekeeper? River Trespasser and Cruelty of Gix. I guess we're gonna call Bloodtithe Harvester. No, we should probably just call Cruelty of Gix, right? Exile Reflection.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
I think I'm attacking. Because they're dead in 2 turns to Serra Paragon anyway. And I want them to chump block. Do I want to kill the Harvester or do I want to kill the Trespasser? I think I want to kill the Harvester because I actually kill stuff. Do I kill both? I'm used to it being a 4-4, but it's actually a 5-5. Whoops. I can actually cast Bankbuster back with Paragon. That seemed like value to me. Discard Cruelty of Gix, draw a card. Deal. Now you have to be aware of a Meat Hook Massacre. They don't have it. The casual 2 for 0. Do we care about Pithing Needle? We can Pithing Needle, Blood Tithe Harvester, or Reflection of Kiki-Jiki. It's probably worth playing 1. Farewell's good, Paragon's good. Lockdown's probably whatever, right? We can take Blood Tithe Harvester, Fable tokens, Blood tokens, Treasure tokens, but that's it in Underdogs. It's probably worth it so we don't die, but we're probably going to die more often than not to Graveyard Trespasser than we will to anything else. Fleeting Spirit dodges the removal and also blocks a lot of stuff. Destroy Evil kills Cruelty of Gix, kills Fable the Mirror Breaker, kills Shieldred. It's probably worth it. And then everything else, we just have to make sure that we just don't die. Bankbuster's probably a little slow. Hearse is probably not needed. Eiganjo probably means that we die if we cast it. So if we're focusing on not dying, because we win the long game anyway, we need to take out stuff that makes us die if we cast it. We'll take out a couple wedding announcements and a Bankbuster because everything else keeps us alive, I think. That's, wow, okay. Alright, we keep this. We have 3 lands. We'll put back Serra Paragon. No, I'll put back Peacekeeper. I like my Paragon. Probably want to save March for Fable. Well, that's a good draw to have on turn 2. They're playing nothing. So I call Infernal Grasp. Unfortunately, I can't call Shieldred because they just get rid of Peacekeeper anyway. But we can safely attack him with Bankbuster without it dying. I think I'm gonna cast... If we cast Serra Paragon, it just dies immediately. So I think the play is just Fateful Absence this. Attack in. Let's draw a card while the Shieldred's there. Another Paragon. We can march for 4. And then attack him with Bankbuster. Down to 9. This is a no Shieldred stream. No Shieldred in the house. Oh wow, I'm okay with this. Serra Paragon. Play land. Attack in again. And they're probably going to get rid of our Serra Paragon with their Infernal Grasp or something, or maybe like a Meat Hook Massacre. But then we have another one. Down to 3 life. Alright, now they're going to 4 life. Another land. Can't bring anything out of the graveyard right now. Let's do this. Surprised that you haven't fixed the Paragon bug, considering it's seeing more play. Oh, for sure. Let's go ahead and march this. I mean, do we march this? Yeah, I think we march it, discard the land. Why not attack? Because I don't want to trade Bankbusters. Add the march if they crew you in. What if I cast Serra Paragon? If I cast Serra Paragon and they crew the Bankbuster to block, I guess. Right now I have a pretty easy Bleeding Spirit. I can cast Serra Paragon. I have 6 mana total, right? Cast Serra Paragon. Do I have to just farewell for creatures right now? Or could I just not care? I mean, Serra Paragon's gonna get die from Meat Hook Massacre anyway. What's up, Steve? Seems like a really weird use of farewell, but here we are. I think Pedro's line was correct. Play Serra Paragon, attack with Bankbuster. If we go to trade Bankbusters before blocks, I can just march the thing. I have 8 mana available. Don't have anything in the graveyard. I think I'm gonna do this. I can play Serra Paragon and play the land, but then I just get meat hooked. So I think I'm just gonna go Fleeting Spirit. And this plays around Meat Hook Massacre because they can Meat Hook Massacre my 3/1. I'm fine with that. In fact, I can even play around that by discarding a card to exiling it and then using Bankbuster to make the 1/1 on their end step. So, like, their Meat Hook Massacre doesn't really do anything. I guess unless they have, like, Meat Hook plus another removal spell or something. But I'm also okay with that. Sure, it dies. I can bring it back out of the grave. Just kidding, I can no longer bring it back out of the grave. Don't exile my Reliquary, please. Dang it. At least this, let's see. At least I get the 1/1, and I also get the Bankbuster attacking. Anointed Peacekeeper. Wedding. So Paragon brings back a land. And I can cast Peacekeeper, and if they don't crew right now, they can't. I mean, I'm going to have to pay for my own Bankbuster, but I have 2 mana to pay for it. Which means they have to pay 4 mana to draw. And they cannot crew the Bankbuster, so they have to just chump with Trespasser. A disaster for the opponent, that's for sure. Pay 4 mana. And I believe that's game over. It looks to be game over. I will pay mana. Hiya. Let's go. Opponent goes first. I think I'll keep this with the opponent going first. I have a lot of 4-drops on my hand, but at least we get to cast Reckoner Bankbuster. We get to gain a life off the Brokers Hideout. And hopefully our opponent doesn't run us over here before we can cast our Wandering Emperor. Well, I guess they're not doing anything, so here's our chance to capitalize. We're going to Bankbuster on turn 2, looking like a Fable the Mirror Breaker here. Or a 2-mana 3/2 that makes a blood token. Whoa, or just that. That works too. Alright, so we can do this. Look at their hand. We can call... Whoa. What the heck is Body Launderer? 3-mana 3/3 Death Touch. We're going to call Henrika so they don't sacrifice our Peacekeeper. And then we can actually just go ahead and crew off the Peacekeeper, attack the Obnixilis, they block with the 1/1, they ping us for 1. But this is all good in the neighborhood. They plus, we don't discard anything. But if they play Body Launderer for the Death Touch, we can use Wandering Emperor to first strike the Body Launderer, so it doesn't... So, nothing happens here. We don't actually get Death Touched.
Your punishment is my entertainment.
And then Body Launderer's Death Trigger won't happen either. No, not only do we not get Death Touch, but the Death Trigger doesn't happen because there's no non-rogue creature in the graveyard. Alright, here we go. And then also that makes the Meathook Massacre not be able to kill our Peacekeeper, which is really good. They can't Meathook Massacre for 4. They can't even cast Henrika either because that's 6 mana. Let's go ahead and take 2 more damage. So I don't even know what their play could be. If they draw Infernal Grasp with this one card right here. Cult Conscript doesn't do anything. Alright. So their hand can't do anything. Got it. Alright, we play our land. I kind of don't want to minus this Emperor because cut down's a thing. Like, they can cast Henrika if they draw a land and sacrifice their thing to sacrifice a creature. But then I could just sacrifice our AO and get value out of it. And I can also use the AO. Well, I kind of want to put a 1/1 counter on stuff because I don't want it to die to a land drop in Meathook Massacre. So I kind of do want to do this and then attack down their Ob Nixilis instead of making a token that dies to cut down.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Am I attacking with Bankbuster? I think I am attacking with Bankbuster. Because I can just block the Conscript with Anointed Peacekeeper anyway. I mean, I guess if I block the... I guess if I block with Anointed Peacekeeper, it allows them to Meathook Massacre without drawing a land. If they do draw land, they can kill both of these. I kind of don't want that to happen. But let's see. It just depends on if they draw a land or not, and if I decide to block. I might just not even block this, because I don't really care about the 2 damage. I alternatively could have just exiled the Cult Conscript with Wandering Emperor instead of plussing, but I kind of want to get Peacekeeper out of range of a land drop with Meathook Massacre. Looks like a blitzed underdog. That is a weird line to take. I guess they want to draw a card to see if they draw the land. Okay. Well, that seemed like a really good play for me. Let's play a land. I still don't want to minus this Emperor. But alternatively, I could minus the Emperor and also play the Wedding Announcement. But I also kind of just want to get this out of range of Meathook Massacre as well. And I'll just play Wedding Announcement and draw a card with Bankbuster.
Got new moves to teach you.
Since these things have Vigilance anyway. Like, sure, they get to... I mean, we get to draw a card with Wedding Announcement and then draw a card with Bankbuster, so that's good. They drew the land, but now they can't Meathook us. Because they can't Meathook for 5. They can cast Henrika and then each player sack a creature. Which is also okay with me. Invoke Despair. Okay. I sack AO. sack Wedding Announcement and sack Wandering Emperor, but then AO gets to trigger and look at the top 7. I will get a Bankbuster. That's like pretty bad for me, but here we are. It's okay. I think they're still dead. Because we get to Peacekeeper, see their hand again, even though we already know what their hand is. Call Meat Hook again. Drew off this. And hit them for 9. Well, that was pretty strong. Alright, what do we care about for the opponent here? Do we want a Pithing Needle? Do we want a Pithing Needle Obnixilis? That seems like the only thing we really want a Pithing Needle. So probably not. I mean, the only thing that's really going to kill us is like Obnixilis in the play, right? Alright, sounds good, Victor Trip. I think I want my Anointed Peacekeepers. My temporary lockdowns are good against, you know, Meat Hook Massacre, Cult Conscript, and Tenacious Underdog. And they could be playing Anvil, but just didn't draw it, so I think I want temporary lockdowns. Destroy Evil's probably not a thing I want. Banishing Slash kills artifacts. It also destroys tapped creatures. I think I want to keep one of these in. I think I want to take out... No, I kind of want to leave the hearse in. And let's bring in one temporary lockdown. Vanquish the Horde's probably not that good. But it's probably not awful either. Horde is probably worse. But they probably have like Shieldred and stuff, right? I think I'll just keep this set up here. I don't know exactly what they're playing, so let's just do this. I'm on the draw, so I think I'll keep this. On the play, I think I put it back. Because I have an extra draw to land. And I'm glad I kept Banishing Slash in because they are playing Anvil. But if we don't draw a land, we're going to be real sad. We definitely do not want to draw the most expensive card in our deck. There it is. That's what we like to see. Let's go with Peacekeeper. Oh my. We're calling Infernal Grasp then? And hope they don't draw land. If we block Unlucky Witness, that means they get 2 more shots at a land. Another land. Okay, we're good. This is called being good at Magic the Gathering, drawing lands when you need them.
Run away. You'll be safer.
Unlicensed hearse. Alright, I know this is going to get them a land here, but that's fine. I'm already pretty far ahead. About 2 lands. Are we going to go Serra Paragon? I think I like Serra Paragon because it lets us bring back the land. Seems valuable. They said nice, so we're going to say thanks. They said good game? Oh. I'll take that. I'll take a GG's. I mean, are they going to scoop? Opponent. They can't cast Infernal Grasp, they can't cast Cruelty, they can't cast Body Launderer, so they can only cast Fable or whatever else is in their hand. Alright, let's go ahead and cast... Let's go ahead and make a 2/2. Let's cast Restoration of Eiganjo just to hit our land drop. We'll hit the land drop. We will Banishing Slash. I guess before I Banishing Slash, I'll just attack. And whether I cast Wedding Announcement or Banishing Slash is a little bit different. I think I'm just going to go with Banishing Slash because I don't want them to draw cards off the Fable. That's it. This is what we do here in Jamestown. We keep the peace. Here we go. Deserted Beach. That has to mean one thing. Esper? Esper. Tenacious What's Up Dog. Roadside Reliquary. Anointed Peacekeeper. We'll call Wedding Announcement. Seems like a good card to call right now. Yeah. Get in there. And then we can just cast Restoration of Eiganjo. They're going to make disappear, and then that's fine. Hopefully they don't have Kaido. Bankbuster. Alright. Wow, that's good for us. Opponent did not take the bait. Opponent did not take the Wandering Emperor bait. They also can't cast Wedding Announcement next turn either. But they can draw a card with Bankbuster plus make disappear, which is their plan. I'm not going to discard a card. So I need that land. Alright, so I have to play around this pretty well. Because if I crew the Bankbuster like I did before and I cast Wandering Emperor, they're going to crew the Bankbuster, I cast Wandering Emperor, and then they make disappear. So we can't do that play. We probably just have to go for Restoration of Eiganjo again. Because also, if I crew the Bankbuster and attack, and then they crew their Bankbuster, and I march of Otherworldly like the Bankbuster, then they can make disappear, sacrificing the underdog, and then stopping our march, and then we trade Bankbusters, which I also don't want to happen. Alternatively, I'm actually going to do this play. I just thought of this right now. We're going to attack with the Bankbuster, and if they crew the Bankbuster with that play in mind, we can March exiling Restoration of Eiganjo, because I probably don't need a second one anyway. And that plays around, make disappear, sacrificing, and we can actually pay the 4. Alright, so since they did nothing, again, we are going to Restoration of Eiganjo. And this will allow us to hit our land drop so that we don't actually get make disappeared ever. Opponent? Can I search for a land? Thank you. And they're already at 7 life. Jin Roro, thanks for the follow. So, like, they're spending their whole few turns here just trying not to die. That's a 5-mana wedding. I think I'm gonna march the underdog, just so they don't crew it off Bankbuster to block on my turn. No, I think marching the underdog's pretty bad, because then I'd have to exile Wedding Announcement to do that. I kind of don't want to do that. Let's just chill. Brokers Hideout. Well, that seems pretty good to do this with. Discard this. Get it back. Sacrifice, get a land. Play a land. Now we can crew the Bankbuster plus March for 1. It's not game, though, because they have a random blocker here. I think I'm crewing the Bankbuster anyway, just to see what they do. We can march for 1 plus crew. We can march for 1 plus Wandering Emperor. So if they decide to block with Bankbuster, I can just Emperor the Peacekeeper. What about this? I'll march for 2 this, and then cast Wedding Announcement, draw a card. Seems profitable. I think I just have to hope they don't have Meat Hook Massacre. Even if they do have Meat Hook Massacre, I can attack for 4 with Bankbuster next turn, because Restoration is going to become an Architect. They do not have Meat Hook. I guess they might just cast Wedding Announcement. They cast AO. A little bit unfortunate that we just got rid of our March here, but... That's Eiganjo. It's not, like, amazing, because they're going to get value out of the AO anyway. I can cast Emperor plus Eiganjo at any point. Let's crew this. And then hopefully they don't get Wandering Emperor off their Eiganjo. So we're gonna Eiganjo the AO. Oh, wow. Okay. Hopefully they don't get something good off this. They could get like Rafine or something. Oh, they got Shieldred. That's like okay. It does give them life. I'll play a land since I'm going to draw a card with Wedding anyway. I don't really have to care about drawing cards with Shieldred in play since I'm at 19. But unfortunately, they do get to make disappear our Wandering Emperor, which is unfortunate. Hopefully they don't have Meathook Massacre. If they do have Meathook Massacre and they Meathook Massacre for 4, I can cast Wandering Emperor and +1/+1 counter my Architect, which it doesn't seem like they do since they're casting Tenacious Underdog. It seems like they might actually have a removal spell plus make disappear. Do I want to get them to make disappear now, or do I just want to draw 2 cards off Roadside? I think I want to draw 2 off Roadside, even though it does make me take 4 life, but that's okay. Banishing Slash. This only kills tapped creatures, unfortunately. Ooh, Destroy Evil. That doesn't kill just tapped creatures. Alright, so what I'll do now is I will Banishing Slash. I'll play this land first. I'll Banishing Slash Bankbuster. And then I'll make a 2/2 with Vigilance. I'm glad they did that. That means they don't have a second removal. I will cast Destroy Evil, destroying this. And I can still pay for it even if they make disappear. And then I will crew with these. Attack all. And hopefully they don't have Meathook. And they have to have an untapped land and Meathook because these just got to 5 toughness. And they don't. Even though we were ahead, that seemed pretty tough. Alright, so it seems to me like they're going to have like Rafine and Wedding Announcement and AO and Tenacious Underdog. So we're going to want Exile removal. Banishing Slash doesn't really do much here. Actually, it does. It gets rid of their Wedding Announcements and tapped creatures and Bankbusters. So what is going to be beneficial for us? Destroy Evil, Serra Paragon, because this game's probably going to last forever. Farewell is not as good, I think, because they play counter spells. But I think it's good to have at least one in the deck. And I think we're going to take out all of our... I want the Anointed Peacekeepers as well, but I think we're going to take out our hearse, all of our restorations, I think. I guess we'll keep one restoration in. And we'll take out... I guess we'll take out Farewell. Don't really need it. And then we'll take out one of these cards. One Wedding Announcement. No, we'll take out a Wandering Emperor since they have a lot of Vigilance creatures. On the draw, that's a keep. Never didn't have it, chat. Okay. I guess Banishing Slash is, if I control an artifact and enchantment, it's a 2/2, even if I don't destroy an artifact, enchantment, or tap creature. Ooh, Peacekeeper. That's not what I like to see. So I guess they're gonna call wedding announcement? Oh no, we're on the other side of the game now. I mean, our hand's pretty good, but Peacekeeper kind of counteracts our deck, right? It can't die to destroy evil. It can't die from Banishing Slash. It can't get exiled by Wandering Emperor. So we'll see. I think I just cast Bankbuster. They probably have a counterspell, or like an Urtai Resurrected. Wouldn't be surprised if they had a counterspell, Urtai, or Wandering Emperor here. But if they call Wandering Emperor, it's pretty good for me, since they called Wandering Emperor with this, which makes their Emperors cost more. Cost mana to activate, but not to cast. Alright, this is actually fine, because they can't actually use this. It just goes to their turn. They're probably confused. Because this hurts their own Emperor. You have to pay 2 mana for that. Imagine. No blocks. Oh my god, the shame scoop. Oh, they didn't read their cards, chat. What do we do to a Blood Tithe Harvester? Casting Bankbuster this turn? Probably not. Well, I guess if we cast Bankbuster this turn... Nah, I think I'll just go with this. Serra Paragon. I'll put a stop on my upkeep. Well, I don't even care about the 2 life, do I? Oh, I think I'll just go wedding here and get it countered. No counterspell? Excuse me? Are they flooding? Getting rid of a Voltage Surge is interesting. Using a second Voltage Surge is super interesting. Looks at the cards in my hand that died to Voltage Surge. All right. Crap. I actually did not mean to cast this Bankbuster. I meant for it to go to nighttime on purpose so I could destroy Evil's Trespasser, but here we are. I guess I'm not doing that. No blocks. Ooh, they're gonna destroy you. Oh, it's sick. I get to destroy Evil's anyway. Discard the land because I can bring the land back with Serra Paragon anyway. We're not supposed to have another one. That's just unfair. Oh, they didn't exile my land? They could have. Ooh, another destroy evil. Serra Paragon. Land. Destroy evil. Discard Bankbuster since I can bring this back anyway. Crew off Serra Paragon, attack with Bankbuster. Take 5. I'm ill-prepared for the third Trespasser? You're not wrong. Alright, use your whole turn on Infernal Grasp. I'll take it. Let's go Sanctuary Warden. Scoop it up. Alright, so they're just playing a mid-range deck? That means I have to try not to die, right? Alright, try not to die activated. Which means we take out Emperor, we take out 3 Restoration of Eiganjos, because I've done this before. We take out Bankbusters because they're slow, and Hearst because it's slow, and then Banishing Slash and Bankbuster because they're slow. Yep. Take out all the slow cards? Yeah, write that down. Here we go. And before our opponent goes duress. Alright, Fleeting Spirit. Go. I like this card against removal decks, and I also like it when all of their stuff has 3 toughness. Let's go ahead and discard a card to... Let's discard Destroy Evil. I kind of don't want to discard Destroy Evil, though, because Fable the Mirrorbreaker is a card. We'll discard Sanctuary Warden, seems slow. That's a Fable. You see, Fleeting Spirit's so good against Graveyard Trespasser. Alright, all I need to do is draw a spell that I can cast this turn. That's not it. It's okay. We have Destroy Evil that can kill Graveyard Trespasser. Bankbuster, sure. March. That's a pretty good card. I don't want them to get more draws from this. Ouch. I'd like a land, please. That's a land. No attacks. Deal. Play land from graveyard. Play... I guess I attack with Paragon here. Play AO. I got nothing? Fable. Sure. It does give them 4 life next turn. Emperor. Get in. Well, they're like almost dead. They are going to gain a bunch of freaking life here. Discard Make Disappear and Fable. Which means they probably have another Make Disappear in hand. But I don't expect Wandering Emperor to resolve. They just drew their blue mana. I guess it wouldn't matter because this makes a token anyway. Their deck probably has a hard time getting rid of AO or Fleeting Spirit because the only thing that deck can do to get rid of it is like... I don't even know. The only thing that deck can do to get rid of it is like Soul Transfer. Another Fable, sure. This thing is giving them a ton of life with Shieldred on board, and I don't have an answer to it right now.
You started this fight, but I'm going to end it. Keep watch for intruders.
Banishing Slash. It gets rid of tap creatures. It also gets rid of Fable.
Strike fast and strike hard.
So let's get rid of the one that's going to gain them the most life. And let's draw a card with Wedding. We do not have Depopulate. But I think they might be dead if they can't do anything about our board right now. Because they're at 10 and we have 10 damage on board. 3 plus 6 is 9 plus the 1+1/+1 from Wandering Emperor is 10. So they don't have an answer to our cards. We win the game. All right, that counts as an answer. All right, we can kill Shieldred, or we could just not care about it. I think I'm electing to not care about it. I'm going to exile 3 cards from my graveyard to give it first strike.
I guess that's it then.
Then I'm going to discard Peacekeeper if they go to kill the spirit. And then bring the Peacekeeper back with Paragon. Probably. I do want to play AO though. Bankbuster. They could die if I can remove the reflection. 7 mana, which means I can Wandering Emperor plus Anointed Peacekeeper. I'm going to Peacekeeper and call Bankbuster. Because they have to Bankbuster now. Invoke Despair and Shieldred? Well, that's not good for me. They can't crew Bankbuster. I guess I'll just have to call Bankbuster. And then I'm going to go Wandering Emperor, exile Shieldred. I mean, if I do that, they just cast another Shieldred. Okay, they're sacking the reflection, which is good for me. They're at 4 life. They're gonna go to 6 life, if not 8 next turn. So am I Wandering Emperoring now? I probably am. I don't love it, but it does make them choose between casting either one of these, right? No, they can cast both if they wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if they attack with both shamans, or at least one shaman, they can use they can use Invoke Despair and cast Shieldred. And they cast Shieldred first.
I'm never done for good.
Oh wow, they have Meathook Massacre. Well, Fleeting Spirit does a good job at dodging that. But they also have Shieldred that they're going to cast after the Meathook Massacre. That was probably the best draw in their deck. It was definitely the best draw in their deck. Wow. All right, now we have to hope they can't out the AO. What's my best draw? Another Serra Paragon, probably? Like, I don't see why they wouldn't cast Shieldred here. Yeah. Well, that's actually one of the best draws in our deck, because it lets us double spell. But unfortunately, they're going to have Invoke Despair, which is going to gain them 4 more life. Hey, what's up, Alex? How are you? Wow, they are drawing very well here. I can put 2 counters on all my creatures. Does this win the game? They're gonna go to 7. That does win me the game. Okay. We take those. Alright, Jamers, thank you for watching this 6-0 mono white mid-range. And just for your information, in the untapped link, and you can check out the untapped link by clicking in the description of any video on my YouTube channel, my personal YouTube channel, you'll see that we went 4-1 with this deck in best of 3 matches for an 80% win rate. So 6-0 for that other player in that tournament, going 6-0, winning the entire thing, and we did it 80%. So this deck is very viable. I recommend playing this. You can play the Spirited Companion as well if you would like to. But anyways, regardless, if you're watching this from CoolStuffInc.com's page, make sure to follow me personally on my own YouTube channel if you would like to see my content. But definitely check out the other content on this channel as well. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here and like the video to reach this to more people. Thank you very much for that. And we'll see you in the next one. And as always, peace.